Coming right up, the Wizards taking on the Nets. For Washington, tonight's a chance to get on the road to recover against a team that they know they can compete against. Their mission starts now. Nets, Wizards, coming up on 2K Sports. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Cameron Thomas.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips and all of a sudden you're locked in.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. They've got Marvin Bagley. Chris Middleton is out there with Coulibaly. Then there's McCollum. And it's Kispert in at the 2-guard position. And looking at the Nets, Terrence Mann is out there with Thomas. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Williams. And it's Claxton in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
Now here's Williams. Porter inside. Defended by Middleton. Williams, that's good.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Middleton. Sweet move. Williams with the block. Here's Mann. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Coulibaly with it. Porter's there. And Coulibaly gets it to go. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Thomas passes to Claxton. Charity stripe shot, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, we know Cam Thomas can score, but nice facilitating right there. Set up the open man.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Washington. It's a 3-point game. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low-mistake team in today's NBA because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks.
Now Porter following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Outside Thomas. 4 on the shot clock. From downtown, it's rebounded by Coulibaly.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And it's McCollum off the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room. And he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
Throw good, McCollum. And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times, a valuable piece for this team.
Man with it, defended by Kispert. Williams, a screen on McCollum. Here's Thomas. Bagley with the rebound.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Kispert. Pass to McCollum. Stolen by Thomas. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Nobody near Williams. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. They trail by 1. And again, the turnover by the Wizards. And midway through the season now, the power rankings starting to show a more complete picture. You look at the Rockets. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
You know, for the Wizards, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will. And that could change, though, at any moment.
It's Thomas on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Pass to Middleton. Bagley with a screen on Williams. Here's Middleton to the middle. Here's Bagley. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Williams passes to Mann. Pass to Thomas. 5 to shoot. Paxton a screen on McCollum. Thomas, no good.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Williams against Middleton. Back to McCollum. Goes back up. Puts the move on. And he lays it up and in.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Outside Thomas. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And a look here at the most accurate shooting guards in the NBA this season. Corey Kispert on top.
And he is not a wasteful player. That much we've learned. I mean, he makes the most of the good looks he gets. And if it's not there, he's not going to force a bad shot.
You know, that's what it takes if you're going to shoot a high percentage. You have to have the touch, no doubt. But you also need to be intelligent in your shot selection. He's a coach's dream in that department.
In transition, here come the Nets. On the wing, Mann. Defended by Kispert. Outside Williams. Claxton a screen on Middleton. Williams for 3. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Coulibaly's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Kispert. Now here's Bagley. McCollum outside. Stolen by Thomas. Jumps up. And then Thomas with the jam.
Wow, just tremendous hustle on display from Cam Thomas in that opportunity. And you love fast break buckets. Makes the game easier.
Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to Houston. They set the screen. Coulibaly with it. Back to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kispert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow them.
He's off on the first. There's been a lot of turnover in Washington doors over the last few years. Where do you think they go from here?
I think the first thing they're looking for, Kevin, is obviously a cornerstone around which to build your team. Recently, it was Bradley Beal. Now they are looking for someone to step up and be their guy.
Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game. When Cam Thomas finds a look, folks, he is going to attack.
Wizards trail by 5. Middleton outside and stolen by Thomas. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Good on the shot. Williams has got 5. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Washington with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Chalk up 2 there.
It's difficult trying to throw Middleton off his rhythm. Remarkable job staying with that shot.
Brooklyn leading by 5. Pass to man. On the wing, Porter. The Nets working the ball around now. Williams for 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates.
Now here's Middleton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kispert kicks to Middleton. And he's good on the 3-ball. Now just a 2-point Brooklyn lead.
And how smooth is that jumper? Middleton making it look easy from the corner.
Here's Thomas. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. He's got 9.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants to talk to his guys. DeAnthony Melton. He's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Kispert. He's coming off a 10-point game against Charlotte. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. So I wanted to know what his plans were for going up against C.J. McCollum. Coach said outsmarting him isn't really an option. He added, I think we'll just try to throw size at him so his shots aren't coming easy and his sight lines are disrupted. So he's looking to challenge McCollum as much as possible. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Outside, Martin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty draft record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Here's Branham. Pass to Saar. Now McCollum. Here's Saar. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's Whitmore. Covered by Martin. Another shot. And Whitmore with the layup.
And Whitmore, a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Now Johnson. He averages about 5 points a game. Pass to Melton. Driving to the basket. George with the steal. Saar with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Branham. Scoreless thus far. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Keon Johnson. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Hey guys, the Wizards' #2 overall pick Alex Saar wanted to be in Washington, D.C., and his defense gets him on the court right away. Not to mention, the Wizards are in a rebuild, and if his offense comes along, he could be a foundational piece for this franchise. Everyone's excited to see the development of Alex Saar.
You're right, a big piece. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And while the offense is developing, Alex Saar is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Three-pointer. And Saar pulls it down.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And now on our rookie leaderboard, who are the rookies grabbing the most rebounds in the NBA right now? Let's take a look. Alex Saar, third.
And, you know, rebounding was a skill that I thought would translate to the NBA for him. We knew he could board with the best of them, and he has not disappointed.
That one drops. He ties it up. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
And the Wizards with possession. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to McCollum. 1:36 left in the first quarter. Koulibaly, no good. Saar with it. McCollum looking it over. Clock at 6. Here's Whitmore. Rebound, Brooklyn. Johnson attacking. 1:10 left here in the first quarter. throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
The Nets shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Wilson, he's checked in for the Nets. Cameron Thomas comes in for Martin. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's the screen. Branham, the pass to Sarr. Now Koulibaly to the paint, and Sarr throws it down.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
52 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Melton. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Nets have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops. The Nets making a switch here. Brownie's checked in. So he gets them both. Here's Koulibaly. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. They set the pick. Behind the back and lays it in. Koulibaly's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Four seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson outside. Inside. Timme. It's deflected. Here's Carrington. He's guarded by Melton. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. No good with the triple. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Wizards out front, up by 2. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Wizards' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screening. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
We've got Johnson, DeAnthony Melton out there with Thomas. And it's Owoma in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now, here's Thomas. He's coming off a 25-point game against Houston. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Thomas. He's putting up about 21 points per, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right. The skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there. And that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
Here's Branham. He's coming off a 10-point game against Charlotte. There's the pick. Here's Coulibaly. Drops in the layup for 2. Coulibaly's got the lead up to 6 now for the Wizards.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Yeah, Cam Thomas will go in, over, or around contact to put the ball in the basket.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for him.
What a great trend it's been for him in terms of his rebounding. He's been getting after it on the glass these past few months. His numbers are way up, and that makes him so much more effective as an all-around contributor.
And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Branham. Thomas covering. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Branham, and stolen by Thomas. Poked away. Washington leading now by 4. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Branham. Shot clock at 5. Here's Carrington. Can't get it to fall. They push it up 4 on 3 from the wing. Thomas, no luck.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Branham, good. Branham's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Johnson outside. It's Thomas on the wing. He's got 11. Johnson outside. Thomas a screen. Johnson goes in. Got a hand on it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Friday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Atlanta Hawks.
And guys, nothing can cure your sorrows more than some home cooking. This team has been in a rough patch of late, so this homestand probably coming at just the right time.
Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. In fourth, the Wizards.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the 3.
No good on the free throw. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
He hits the second from the line. We know, Doris, at one point the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Johnson for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
Here's Whitmore, covered by Johnson. Pass to Coulibaly. Plays it up off the glass. Koulibaly's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Nets trail by 7. Outside Thomas. They set the pick. Looking to get back on track here. It's deflected.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Branham, good. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Here's Melton, following the bucket by the Wizards. Johnson with it. Now defended by Whitmore.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Nets have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. And the first one at the line is good. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Mann comes in for Melton. And a switcher also for Washington. George is checked in for Coulibaly. That one misses.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Here's Whitmore. To the middle. Claxton with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. By himself. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Here's Carrington. He has 5. In the corner, George with it. Pass to Whitmore. Here's Carrington. It's hauled in by Claxton. Outside Thomas. Over Sarr. And that one comes up a bit short.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now, here's George. Still yet to score. Carrington buries it from about 10 feet away.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Brooklyn with the ball. And here is Thomas. He's got 11. Timmy, defended by George. Here's Johnson. Rebound, Washington.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. It's a 10-point game. Johnson outside. Back to Thomas. Thomas sets a screen for Claxton. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Wizards leading by 8. Here's Carrington. He has 7. There's the pick. Whitmore with it. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Here's Mann. Whitmore defending for 3. Mann can't hit.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdul-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees, so the experiment was a success.
A huge success, D.A. Thank you. Here's Carrington. Thomas covering. There's a screen. Here's Whitmore. And with the rebound. Nets trail by 8. Johnson in the corner. Here's the 3. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
So it's the Wizards now. Hey, Doris, how about Terrence Mann starting on a loaded Clippers team?
Think about this, Kevin. You're joined in the starting lineup by 3 future Hall of Famers in Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and James Harden. And what I love about Terrence, he didn't look out of place. Gives you some sense of how capable this young man is fitting in around great players.
Thomas gets the bucket.
Boy, that is so tough, folks. Cam Thomas, how dangerous is he pulling up into that jump shot?
Now Whitmore, 6 points for him. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Outside, George from past the arc. And that one is off. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Washington. They're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season. And, of course, the Nets, 8.5 games behind them. Now, here's Melton. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Wizards with the lead. And here's McCollum. He has 6. Right wing. Kispert wide open. He fires. Nailed from three-point land.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Porter finds Claxton. Melton passes to Williams. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Porter, no luck.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Pass to Bagley. McCollum outside. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
Nets trail by 7. Here's man, defended by Kispert. Back to Melton. On the wing, Porter. Again, the Nets for 2. Here's Middleton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. And it's Kispert in the corner. Fast break, here they come. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Melton.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
There's 1:47 left in the second quarter. Kispert, the pass to McCollum. Back to Kispert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Claxton with the steal. Here's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Washington. Bagley with a screen on Melton. Here's McCollum. Here's Bagley. And the rejection by Claxton. And again, Washington no good. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Kept alive. Tries again. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And at 6'10", Porter is a threat to score inside, which is why the defense trying to rough him up a bit.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And you can tell Porter Jr. wants to keep getting better, and that's one reason why this team is still so high on him.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Middleton against Williams. Middleton can't get it to go. Net shooting in this game, 45%. Porter passes to Melton. Now here's Porter. Pass to Melton. Williams, a screen on McCollum. Just 4 to shoot. Melton, no good. Now, here's Kispert. Not a lot of room. And here's McCollum. In the corner, it's Coulibaly for 3. Middleton. No good that time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nets lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Chris, how did the team's offensive approach improve in that first half?
We didn't have any type of tempo going. We were real stagnant, standing around a lot. Once we got moving, pushed the ball more, we got what we wanted.
Hey, Chris, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Welcome, everybody. The Washington Wizards in our featured matchup, and what a competitive half it's been.
Giving Coach gray hairs with the turnovers. It's time to slow things down. Protect the rock. Make the simple play.
Dr. O'Neal, I think your diagnosis is right on the money. And since we have a chance, let's see our award winners, Players of the Week. The Western Conference winner, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You could tell that teams aren't sure how to defend SGA. He gets into the lane so easily, and he can also hit the three ball. Now, he's a good floor general, lots to work with.
Feels like he just keeps getting better and better and better and better. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Washington's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Taking a look at the Wizards. They've got Kispert. Coulibaly is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then there's McCollum, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Thomas's shot is off. Washington trailing. Kispert with it. Pass to Middleton. Back to Kispert. Clock at 6. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And here's McCollum for 3. McCollum's gone 2 for 5 tonight. And here's Porter. Now, man. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Got one on Kispert, and he's got his first free throw of the game.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line, only 71% as a shooter.
He's off on the first. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Wizards shooting straight 49% from the field. They get it again. Here's McCollum. And the layup falls. McCollum's got 11 points.
Ignore McCollum on the glass at your own risk. He hustles to find those opportunities.
Outside, Porter. Down low, here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
And a chance to check out the numbers for McCollum. He's around 14 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Not his best production, and I expect him to break through and get back on track soon.
I think he's been pressing a little bit too much. He just needs to relax and let the game come to him.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Middleton looking it over. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
And that one falls for Middleton.
And the experience and consistency Middleton offers is valuable to this team. He's still such an important player.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Outside, Porter. Rebound by the Wizards. Koulibaly's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Koulibaly. 6'8", with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
Great to see Middleton producing like this. You can tell he loves to be a factor in his team's success.
Nets trail by 4. Now here's Thomas. 13 points in the game. Pass to Williams. Claxton a screen on Middleton. Shot clock at 6. Claxton finds Thomas. The kick out to Porter. This one for 3. They get it back. Claxton no good. Wizards leading by 4. Middleton with it. Softly drops in the floater. 14 points for Chris Middleton.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Let's check out the NBA blocks leaders. Second is Nick Claxton.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Nets trail by 6. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. To stop the run. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Claxton. Thomas got 15.
You love how quickly Cam Thomas makes decisions on the offensive end, particularly if he's going to make a jump shot.
Washington's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Middleton against Williams. Middleton right side. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Nets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Outside, Porter. Back to Thomas. Five on the clock. The kick out to Williams. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And it's now only a 1-point Wizards lead.
Well, that's something his coaches would like to see more of from Cam Thomas, making plays for others.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Up top, Bagley. Pass to Kispert. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Taken away by Williams. For the finish. And Williams with the stuff.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Wizards have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. McCollum outside. Will it go? Buries the long-range jumper. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Here's Mann. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Claxton a screen on McCollum. Here's Thomas. Claxton misses from close range. Washington's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. McCollum passes to Middleton. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. It's on Nick Claxton. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Washington.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Here's Claxton. He has 6. And that one, good. Thomas got 17 now.
Cam Thomas is rolling. He's attacking at will. Somebody better shut the water off.
For Washington, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. It's hauled in by Thomas.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Now here's Middleton. 17 points in the game. Pass to McCollum. Tries it from the top of the key. The Wizards with another miss. Brooklyn trailing. Porter dishes to Thomas. Over Middleton. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out to the wing. For 3, Kispert. Rebound, Brooklyn. Williams looking around. Thomas, it's a wide open look. It's good from long range. Thomas got 20 points.
Well, Cam Thomas is an enthusiastic three-point shooter. This guy will not hesitate.
Middleton against Williams. Middleton with a screen from McCollum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Nick Claxton.
And I love how active McCollum is. Superb at drawing contact on the way up.
Throw good. McCollum. DeAnthony Melton. He's checked in for Williams. The Wizards making a switch here. And so McCollum nails both of them. Here's Melton. 6 points for him. Pass to Claxton. From deep, Thomas. That doesn't go either for Thomas. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Washington. They lead by 1. There's Bagley. Bagley with a screen on Claxton. Back to Bagley. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, just great instincts there in the pick and roll. Like how fierce Bagley cuts after setting the pick.
Pass to Mann. Back to Thomas from outside the arc. Rebound by the Wizards. Bagley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Branham. He's guarded by Thomas. Back to Whitmore. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Bagley.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so he hits both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Melton, the bounce pass. Melton sets a screen for Porter. Pass to Thomas. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 4 assists in the game.
I'm not sure how we define a difficult finish for Cam Thomas. This guy finds a way through contact.
Wizards leading by 3. DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing. Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Brooklyn's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Pass to Melton. Now here's Porter. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Bagley's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And that one's good, Whitmore.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Nets trail by 9. And here's Melton. He has 6. From deep, Thomas. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Whitmore. Back to McCollum. Six on the shot clock. Outside for George. Shoots. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. McCollum's got 18 points.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Pass to Thomas. To end the run. It's hauled in by George.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So for the Nets, Martin's checked in for Terrence Mann, and it's Johnson in for Cameron Thomas. Sarr's checked in for the Wizards. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Johnson with it. He's got 9. Pass to Porter. And here's Melton. The Nets need to get a shot off here. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Porter. .115 left in the third quarter. Now McCollum. He's got 18. Pass to Whitmore. Clock at 6. The rebound by the Nets. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson right side. And a wide open look for Porter.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team. Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now, here's Melton. He has 6. Porter kicks to Johnson. Porter passes to Johnson. Back to Porter. 4 on the clock. Got a piece of it. George dishes to McCollum. At the elbow, it's Sarr. Over Porter. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Johnson, a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range. Johnson's got 12. A 3 off the inbound. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Washington Wizards. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll return shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got DeAnthony Melton. Also Thomas out there. And it's Johnson in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. Pass to Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. High arcing shot. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Branham. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Melton. Whitmore finds George. Back to Whitmore. And taken away by Johnson. A pull-up. And that one hits back iron. Wizards leading by 10. In the corner, it's Whitmore. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Thomas. Looking to get it going. Branham pulls it in. Washington shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Inside. And it's Whitmore missing. Nets trail by 12. Johnson, the pass to Thomas. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Corner pocket, corner 3. Cam Thomas shaking free.
Here's Whitmore. George sets a screen for Whitmore. The first free throw is good. Jones checked in for the Wizards. And both free throws good for Whitmore. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Now, here's Melton. Pass to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Driving inside. That's tipped. Melton with the steal. Lobbed up there for Johnson. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Whitmore. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
This is what I love about Whitmore. His fearless attitude and that ability to draw foul.
First free throw is good. Mann's checked in for Brooklyn. And a switcher also for Washington. George is checked in. And both free throws good for Whitmore.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Takes a step back. From deep, Thomas. Rebound by the Wizards. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. With the drive.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Here's Mann. Nails the wide open jump shot. Here's Carrington. To Branham. To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And so often we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
That one is off, and Washington making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Nets trail by 13. There's Thomas with the 3. Drops in the tray. Thomas got 6 in the quarter.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
Pass to Song. Middleton outside. In the corner, George with it. 6 to shoot. Here's Carrington. The shot's good on the assist by George. And the Wizards lead by 13.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Thomas. Awoma. Off target from three-point range. Here's Whitmore. Thomas covering. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break over Whitmore. On the wing, Melton. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
He takes it in.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Pass to Thomas. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
There's Thomas with the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Thomas got 18 points just in the second half.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Middleton outside. McCollum with the screen for Middleton. Rebounded by the Nets. And here's Melton. Outside for Thomas. Launches it. Rebound by the Wizards. McCollum's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Kispert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Wizards lead by 14.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here is Thomas. Over Kispert. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Thomas got 33.
That's agility and touch. Cam Thomas gets that to fall inside.
Middleton outside. From 15 feet away. And with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Pass to Melton. Now, here's Thomas. 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Thomas got 35.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Wizards leading by 10. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A determined shooter who excels at the charity stripe. Middleton will gladly head to the line.
That free throw, no good. Coulibaly, he's checked in for Cam Whitmore. Good on the second free throw.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
McCollum against Thomas. Pass to Mann. Over Kispert. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Wizards leading by 11. Here's Coulibaly. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Thomas. Now, Mann. Porter kicks to Williams. Bagley with the block.
and a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
Coulibaly finds McCollum. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. McCollum's got 20 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Porter, no luck. Wizards have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Middleton with a screen for McCollum. Takes it down to Middleton. Puts up a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 6th assist on the night. Nets trail by 18. Pass to Claxton. McCollum against Thomas. Back to Claxton. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
Wizards leading by 15. Middleton outside. Good defense by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Here's Mann. A three-pointer is right on target. Mann's got 5 points now this quarter.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Kispert, the pass to Bagley. And here's McCollum. Back to Bagley. Clock at 4. Here's Coulibaly. Another one falls for Washington. Thomas with it. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. During that last break, I heard Jordi Fernandez as he talked with his team. They said to the team, I know you guys are tired, but let's end this game strong. Let's get the win. Big last stretch here, guys.
Thank you, David. Mann finds Thomas. Over McCollum. Second shot opportunity. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Washington. They led by as many as 18 points. For 3, Kispert. Good on the three-point shot.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
Nets trail by 17. Outside Thomas. To the paint. And finished off by Porter.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Washington's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. McCollum passes to Middleton. Back to McCollum. The tray. And again, Washington with the triple.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Thomas finds Williams. Thomas inside. He's guarded by McCollum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
That's good from Thomas. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
Well, for Cam Thomas, obviously, the whole conversation about why he's in the league is his scoring ability. And I think the next step for him, he's got to start to be able to play make for his teammates.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Wizards.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other two.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for C.J. McCollum.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
And the free throw, no good. Washington's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Bagley with a screen on Thomas. In the corner, Middleton with it. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And here's Porter following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Claxton a screen on McCollum. Down low. And Claxton throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Well, Thomas putting that pass on time and on target. Love to see it from that scorer.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Now, Kispert. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, C.J. McCollum.